Let's take you to KwaZulu-Natal now because the Department of Employment and Labour, led by Deputy Minister Jomo Sibiya, is conducting a high-impact multi-disciplinary inspection blitz in Hammarsdale. That's on the west of Durban. The operation aims to enforce compliance with labour and immigration laws while also tackling criminal activity in the area. Keeping up with this operation is SABC News reporter Nonhlakanipho Magwaza, live to us now from Hammarsdale in Durban. And Nonhlakanipho, what have you seen so far?
Good morning. I answer the viewers at home. Yes, we are here at Hammarsdale Township, west of Durban. We visited one factory next door, actually, where they are making bidding for a retail company around the country, and the Deputy Minister, Mr. Jomo Sibiya, went there and he addressed the workers, saying that they are here to make sure that the companies are complying with the labour laws, that they are being paid the minimum wage of 30 Rand and 26 cents, if I'm not mistaken, and he will be going from one employee to another just to verify if they are contracted with the company, they have proper documentation with the company, allowing them to work there. As you can see, we are in the second factory here next door to the bedding factory. This one, it makes clothing, and as you can see, they have been divided into three parts. On my left, currently, those are the South Africans that the Deputy Minister is currently addressing right now. And on my right, it is divided in two. They are those immigrants that have passports on my further right, and just my near right, speaking to officials. These are immigrants that do not have any form of documentation, so they have been handed over to the immigration officers, and they are currently taking down their details. However, they will also be verifying with the ones that they say have passports to see if those are proper documents that allows them to be here in South Africa. Just bumped into the Deputy Minister, luckily. Yes, Minister, you just bumped into me. I know I was going to look for you right now, but you just handed yourself over. We see that the groups have been divided and have been addressing employees from both factories. So far, what have you picked up from your inspections?
One is that we have picked up that quite a number of other factories, because this is a complex of factories. In other factories, we have been told that workers are now only working night shift, and in all those factories, it's illegal for foreign immigrants who are working there. In some factories, they were lucky, they managed to remove their employees before we just arrived. But with the two factories that we are talking about, what we've picked up, but in general in this complex, is that almost all our labor laws are not respected, are not adhered to, but also immigration laws are also not complied with. We've picked up that in the first factory, it's only South Africans who are working there, about 100 of them, as we're addressing them, because the reality is that we are here to protect workers and their rights, to make sure that their rights are also respected. But further to that is to check who's working in these factories. One, in the first factory, we've picked up that almost the Basic Condition of Employment Act is not complied with. Workers don't get salary slips. They are not paid at a minimum wage level. They don't get leaves. When we are sick, you don't get paid, even if you submit the doctor's note. The working conditions in terms of occupational health and safety, you saw it. It's just a huge hall with no ventilation. There are no windows. There is nothing. 100 workers at the same time in such a place. That is a disaster on its own. They don't sit when they work. They work standing the whole day. It's literal exploitation. On this one, it's even worse. This is a factory that is owned by Chinese citizens. What we have picked up here, again, is the same story as the other one. But here, there is quite a number of illegal foreign immigrants. We found that we've got 13 who don't have passports or any anything who are working here. And then we've got 14 who have passports but have visitors' visas. They are not supposed to be working in South Africa. They came as visitors. They are now working. And that gives you 27 already. And then another Chinese citizen who's a husband to the lady who's responsible for this factory does have a passport. It doesn't allow him to work. It's clear that he's not supposed to conduct any work in South Africa, and he's working. We are going to be arresting all of them, the 28, with the company owner, who's the Chinese lady who's owning the company. We are going to arrest her and make sure that she's going to be fined for each and every illegal foreign immigrant who's working here, including the husband. And then that means it's 28 illegal at 10,000 rands, which will go to 280,000. As we amend our laws, remember we're taking it up to 100,000. We're just waiting for the process in Parliament. It will mean if it was that 100,000, she was going to pay about 2.8 million. And that's why we are saying these laws that we're amending are going to make it difficult for any business person, even those who budget, to have illegal foreign immigrants.
Now, Minister, we also see that, Deputy Minister, we also see that the same applies here. The safety standards are not up to scratch. The roof is actually falling apart. In that aspect, are you also going to fine them? What's going to happen in the safety regards?
In the safety regards, it will depend on the veracity of the problems. As you see here, there is an issue of collapsing roofs and everything. We are going to be looking in terms of their electrical installation, everything that has to do with the safety of workers. If we see that it's dangerous to workers, we are going to close it down until they fix what is wrong. We are going to prohibit all those areas that we see that they are dangerous to workers, because we can't leave workers exposed to danger. So we are it's possible that we might be shutting down this one until they fix everything that is wrong. Even the next one, they must make sure that they fix with the issue of ventilation. Until they deal with ventilation, the factory will be closed, because we have to be hard and we have to protect workers at the end of the day. While we want business to thrive, we want them to make profit, but we also want to protect workers. It's a balancing act that we're doing.
Now, Deputy Minister, are you only going to focus on like the business industrial areas, or are you also going to go to farm areas? Because we've heard complaints, numerous complaints from farm workers saying that they are also paid below minimum wage and their working conditions are not up to scratch.
We are quite correct. The agricultural sector is one of the top 4 sectors that are problematic in our country. It's agriculture, it's manufacturing, it's hospitality. I'm leaving one, but we've got a top 4. So agricultural sector, the issue in farms, there is a huge problem in farms. Workers are literally exploited. We've got issues of illegal foreign immigrants who are working in farms. The issue of being paid below minimum wage is huge in farms. But also the issue of the working conditions in general, whether you're talking about the exposure to danger, chemicals that they are using, the uniform issue, the issues of contracts, almost in general. We are going to farms. We do go to farms. As I say, they are the top 4. It's one of the sector that we're focusing on, because we've managed to categorize them, and the top 4, as this one is part of manufacturing. That's why we're here. Farms, again, we do go there from time to time. Even here in KZN, we do that. And we're trying and focus more in the top 4 sectors that are very problematic. But I can assure you, farms are in our radar as well.
What made you choose Hammarsdale or Mpumalanga Township, if I may ask?
It's because we profile quite a number of areas. Hammarsdale is a problem. There is quite a lot of problems in Hammarsdale. Laga Weber, there is quite a lot of problems in different companies. Our laws are literally disrespected. They are not complied with. We've got even a lot of information from workers who are working here. We get tip-offs. We get quite a lot. We profile areas. We are going to be targeting Hammarsdale quite a lot. It is an industrial area that is literally not complying with our laws. But we are going to go anyway, in fact, everywhere where we need to go. But today, it was Hammarsdale's day. It was this complex complex. We are coming for other ones. Every day we are out there. We are waiting for our 10,000 inspectors. We want to reach as far as wide as possible to make sure that we clean our country. It's all about enforcing our laws. We are not xenophobic. We are not targeting anyone. We are just innocently enforcing our laws. Where there are wrong things, we are going to enforce them. We are going to deal with those who are not complying with our laws.
And the night shifters, the one that works at night?
In fact, night shift is part of our work now. I do work night shift now. We are going, this one, I can assure you, we'll give them space. I'm deliberate in what I'm saying. We'll come for them at night. We are going to come at night at 12 o'clock in the evening. We are coming for them. We do work night shift. It's part of the work that we are doing. And because we know now, we've been told that South Africans work during the days. At night, it's non-South Africans who are illegal. Then it means we must respond to that. And the response is simple. Go at night. And it's as simple as that. We are coming for them.
Thank you so much, Deputy Minister, for your time. That was the Deputy Minister, Mr. Jomo Sibiya, saying that there are 13 immigrants, illegal immigrants, that they have found in this particular clothing factory, and just a handful of South Africans, as you can see on my right. These are the South Africans that have been employed here, and he also said that they found out that in some of the factories around this area, the illegal or undocumented immigrants, they are made to work at night, and it's only South Africans that work during the daytime. And he is saying that they will be going to those factories and making surprise visits at night. And it's not just the factories or the business industry or the business industrial areas. And they will also target the agricultural sector, as it is also one of the sectors that do not comply with the labor laws. I'm not sure if they will be able to speak to me, or they would want to speak in camera, because they are afraid of losing their jobs here at the factory. But I will try, just nevertheless, Ayanda, and see if they would be able to speak to me, even if I don't show their faces. Sanibona ninjani?
Siyaphila.
Ngathanda ukukhuluma nami bakithi.
Asinankinga nje singakhuluma.
Mhlambe inkinga enibhekana nazo la kule factory lenisebenza kuyona, njengoba no Deputy Minister eseze wafika, mhlambe mongase nje uyibalule nje uthi iziphi?
Ngingaqala lana ekuthenini imali incane, imali overtime ayikho, sidla isikhathi esincane, siyaqilazeka, kuningi siyathukwa khona la, sisebenza namakati khona la, futhi namasimba khona la.
Manje njengoba nisebenza nje la esefikile no Deputy Minister, mhlambe nifisa ukuthi kwenzakale ini?
Esingakujabulela nje Nkosi yami ukuthi nje kube ngcono ngasemalini. Mehluleka ngoba wakwasho before wathi ifemu uyayivala. Esingathanda ukuthi kwenzeka kathi mevale ehamba sithola imali zethu ngoba iminyaka eminingi sila ngaphakathi.
Mhlambe mingakhi iminyaka usebenza la?
Mina ngifike ngo-2016 la ngoDisemba.
Eseke yanyuka nje imali yakho solo kwaqala?
Cha, ikazi izinyuke, ngihola u350.
U350 mase u350 ngosuku, ngeviki, ngenyanga?
Ngihola ngesonto.
350 ngesonto.
Kushuthi u70 ngosuku.
Mhlambe abala eningizimu Afrika abasebenza la ekhaya nibangaki?
Ayingeke asifikile ngisho ku20 mhlawumbe siba 16 or 17 abantu abagcole la bekwamazayizayi nabesuthu. Okunye ke besike saxoshwa ngolesine la emsebenzini lathi China sihambe sizinja abazula kabafuni akusala besuthu sahamba sibuye ngenkani njengoba sisebenza ngenkani yethu.
Mhlawumbe njengoba nithi nibuya ngenkani nisebenza ngenkani bazoniholela yini?
Asazi lapho ke ukuthi bazosiholelana ngoba into akade yisho nje ubesithuka kuthangi ethi imali ngekaza inyuse sizinja thina lo 50 rand okuthiwa ufakwe imalini zethu athi ngekaza yenze leyo nto ube wathathile kama clock card simone ngazi uthi uyabala ke ngoba siyahola namhlanje asazi ke noma uzosiholela yini ngoba futhi sekwenzeke kanje uyathanda ukuthi makukhona intembe emphatheka abakhiphele kutheni isibhongo ngenzeka sithole ngenzeka singayitholi futhi ngenzeka siphelele umsebenzi khona namhlanje.
I wonder if I can loosely translate what she is saying, that are being paid 350 a week, and that makes it like 70 rands a day. And she is saying that the working conditions in this place, they are not up to government standard, and they were fired last week because the owner of the factory felt like firing them last week, and he did say that he does not want any South Africans working in his factory. He will only hire those from Lesotho, and that today is supposed to be their payday, and because of this unexpected visit, she doesn't know whether or not they're going to get paid or not today. It will depend on his mood whether or not he is happy with what happened today. And she is saying that after being fired last week, they came by force today to work because it was wrong of him to fire them last week, and he also confiscated their clock cards today. So we are not sure whether or not they're going to get paid or what's going to happen to them, and we will hear from the Deputy Minister once they are done with their verification process as to how many of the immigrants actually have documents, proper documents to work here in this country. Back to you in studio, Ayanda.
All right, Nonhlakanipho Magwaza, live to us there from the township of Hammarsdale in the west of Durban. A multiplicity of issues coming to the fore there. It's a developing story that's sharply on our radar, but for now, thanks very much indeed.